right, fight fans, UFC 326 is coming in hot. And if you're watching without a little bit of skin in the game, what are we even doing here? DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of UFC, is bringing you a little bit closer to the action. Max Holloway is running it back against Charles Oliveira in a highly anticipated rematch. New customers, turn $5 into $200 if your bet wins, paid in bonus bets. Stay in on the action and use your bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays. This gives you a shot at an even bigger payout. Do you love the thrill of live betting? Because DraftKings has got you covered. Bet live on star player props and in-action fights right as they happen. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports and have a shot at cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the promo code Sonnen to turn $5 into $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Jon Jones was offered Alex Pereira at the White House. Now, well, you're thinking, okay, I've heard that before, Chael. I'm just confirming for you. So to update you on what is going on, Jon Jones was offered Alex Pereira. By the way, I can share something else with you. Jon Jones is into it. If any of you make believe that Jon Jones is scared to fight somebody, I mean, I just got to tell you, like, you're living in an alternate universe. They tried to do this to Jon Jones. I'm the last guy that you would think would defend Jon Jones, but you got to tell the story the way it happened. You owe that to everybody. If you're going to, you got to tell it the way that it happened. They did this to him about Francis. You would never take the fight with Francis. Like, they tried this way as like a schoolyard antic to get Jon to take the fight. But it was just unnecessary, and it was untrue. Jon Jones will fight Francis and God. Right? Jon Jones would fight them all. Just so you understand. The idea that Jon Jones, who is a heavyweight, and is the greatest light heavyweight to ever live, would not fight a light heavyweight who's moving into heavyweight. I mean, I gotta tell you that this is insane. Yes, he will. And he was offered it, and he's into it. There's another side, which is now the negotiation. Now, a lot of guys are going through this, and it's a little bit unclear. So I'm going to state for you what you already know, but let me just lay it out. UFC does a new deal, and they do away with pay-per-view. Now, pay-per-view was a generous gift to begin with. It was not part of our industry. It was something that our industry in 2005 started striving for because boxing was doing it. So, all right, somewhere along the way, these guys get used to being given a piece of the business, and fair play. Once you're treated a certain way, that's just the way. And to loosen the reins is no problem to do, but to tighten the reins, right? It's one of these things. Like, Jon's not wrong, and he would like a little bit of clarity. Ronda went through this, and some of the guys that have been here before and experienced that there's just going to be a little bit of a tug of war. And then eventually those athletes will be gone and the new athletes will come in. And again, back to it just being the way is the way. Everything will be normalized. So we're in this spot where Jon is going, hey, look, I want to negotiate. I don't know what those negotiations look like, but I can guess. Jon Jones, at one point to fight Tom Aspinall, wanted $30 million. And there wasn't a rhyme or reason around this. He wanted $30 million. As a matter of fact, there was. Jon Jones did a press conference on a Saturday, the night before Mike Tyson had fought Jake Paul. It got reported that Mike got $20 million and Jake got $40. So when Jon's at the press conference, he splits the difference and says, I want $30. Fair enough. But just to tell you where this random number came from, but according to Ariel Helwani, they said, okay. They came up with the money. And that was a Turkey Al Sheikh, and he wanted to fight, and he said, let's do it, and I got your back. Okay, great. Once you're told you're going to get $30 million, to now come out and do the same thing, and to not get $30 million, right? It's just tough. It's a human psychology. As a matter of fact, let's just cut that in half. Give me $15 million. No, we can't do that either. Your rate is somewhere around 1.8 and 2.6. This is what Jon Jones makes per fight. Somewhere in that range, and it's been that way for well over a decade. So now when he wants $30 million, you're just in kind of a tough spot. So when he's talking about he's in a negotiation, I can tell you that he was offered Pereira, and I'll also tell you he'll fight Pereira. I'll also tell you he is getting himself mentally ready to fight Alex Pereira, but he does have this negotiation, and I don't actually know what it looks like. But I'll bet you that I'm pretty close. I'll bet you that I'm pretty close on that. Hey, I was told I could get $30 million, and you agreed to that. And now you're bringing me back here, and we don't really have the pay-per-view, but what are we doing? Let me get a little bit of clarity. And I don't know how much time you would have. I don't know if that... I'm very light on the idea. I'm very light on the idea, and I think that Jon oftentimes gets in his own way. And there's very few guys that have success in this business. Right? There's very few guys that will have a financial success in this business and then listen to somebody else. They will just think that they've got it figured out. And it becomes a problem. If you don't study the business and you don't study the history of the business, right? Like the greatest trajectory to the future on anything is simply history. And every time that Jon speaks, he's getting in his own way. He came out and he did an interview and he said, I want to fight one more time. It's like, okay, but what did the one more time mean? Do you mean one more time like I'm going to do this one more time, or I want to do this one more time until I do it the next time? Right? I don't know, but it's very problematic. Like to make believe that you're going to get a retirement fight. Like who? Right, if we're using history, you're going to get a retirement fight. Like who? And you want your biggest payday on your way out the door. So we're going to promote you and build you to then shelf you. I'm just sharing, like, if you just kind of follow the business a little bit, you would know to not say those things. I mean, the greatest thing that Jon can do is come out and lay out a roadmap and sell it. I'm going to take on Pereira, and I'm going to take him on in the White House. In the meanwhile, Tom's going to get his eye better. Ciryl, I'm taking your spot away. You were told that you're going to get Tom. That's because I wasn't back. Daddy's back. You didn't make it 4 minutes with me. Tom, I'll see you soon. Boom. We're having a totally different conversation. We're having a totally different thing to look forward to. But the Jon Jones thing is real. That is at play. And that is now to the point in Jon's mind that it's now up to the UFC. Whatever number he said or whatever came up in that negotiation, Jon is done. He has made his presentation, whatever that is. He has turned that over to the UFC. This I'm confirming for you. I'm sharing inside information with you. He has turned that over to the UFC, so it is, at least in theory, up to them. I'm light on it. I think that they would like it. I believe it's going to be Alex versus Ciryl. That's what I believe. But the information that you're told by Jon, that he would like to be there, he's willing to be there, he will fight Alex Pereira or fight anybody else that they want, is true. Jon Jones does mean that.